This is Your Happy Life, the podcast that will raise your vibration. Hi, I'm your host, Donna Berger. Join me each week as we explore ways to expand your consciousness, create a positive mindset, and activate your joy. Because the higher your vibration, the happier you'll be, and the easier it becomes to create your happy life. Imagine opening your eyes every morning and feeling so much gratitude towards God for another day. You feel so blessed to be alive and living your happy life. Well, that is how you can feel once you've created your happy life vision, and then each day you are taking inspired action towards bringing your dreams to fruition. Creating and manifesting is what we all do. That means you can make your dreams come true. But most of us do it from our ego personality self instead of our higher soulful self until we discover the difference. Hi, I'm Donna Berger, and welcome back to Your Happy Life. I manifested just about everything that I set my heart and mind on. I'm one of those people that can say dreams do come true. I am just truly, honestly, beyond grateful for the life I had created. But yes, yes, there is a but. Over time, things changed. Life changed. And eventually, my dreams and desires changed. After my awakening, which is something I share a little bit about in episode 00, I needed to start all over again. Side note, be careful what you ask or wish for. I told God that I wanted to start over, and I feel like I literally had to start over again. So the bottom line for that, though, is I just feel so blessed because this is a life-changing journey. I'm sure you've heard the expression that knowledge is power, but knowing something and actually doing it or embodying it is totally different. If you or I say, oh, I know that, but there's no evidence in our reality, then do we really know it? Now, we may intellectually know it, but if we're not living it, do we really know it? Ego is tricky, getting you and me to believe we know it all. However, God humbles us and helps us to release what? Pride. That's what we release. We release our pride. Now, when you are ready to surrender to God's will and you're ready to surrender to God's dreams for your life, and you take inspired action steps towards your goals, your life unfolds with more ease and grace because you're doing in your beingness. And your new way of being becomes your new identity. And that is how you will create and manifest your dreams. Okay. Here's an example of how powerful your imagination is and how powerful your thoughts are. Now, I'm going to use this example from athletes. So there's been the science behind all of this. And basically, they had an athlete, let's just call it a he, and he is a skier. Okay. So they would hook him up to like these electrodes, on his head and his body. And then they would ask him to imagine everything about the day of the race that so he would literally just close his eyes and imagine everything, every detail about the day of the race. And what they discovered, and that was just so fascinating, was that the electrodes were going off as if his physical body was actually racing. It's amazing. A race. So he's sitting in a chair, but the equipment was showing it as if he was actually doing it. So I share this because our imagination is absolutely incredible. And here's something else that is on the same lines with that. I'm sure you've heard about the placebo effect. So I heard the story where this person went in for knee surgery. However, they actually didn't perform the knee surgery. They just opened up the knee. And so when the person was done, they had a scar. So they thought that their knee I'm going to say this differently, that the doctor performed the surgery to repair the knee, and then they went about healing as if their knee was fixed. And then when their knee was completely healed, the person was told that the surgeon never actually performed the surgery. In other words, our minds are so powerful. And when you add, of course, your belief, right? Your belief and your faith, watch out. That's when magic and miracles happen. So why am I telling you all this? Because I want you to know that you can live your happy life and that your dreams can come true and that this is not just pie in the sky wishful thinking. When you learn to embody the higher frequencies and implement the tools and processes that we as humans need to do to bring our desires into fruition, that this is doable. This is like, think about the skier, right? So basically, in this episode, what I want to do is I want to have you, it's like we're going to take you through you can do an imagination thing. I'm going to ask you to set aside your current reality. Okay. Now, find a quiet place. You're going to do this later, not while you're listening to me, right? You can do this later. Find a quiet place for you to sit down and imagine what your life would look like if you were actually living your dreams, your happy life. Okay. So that you would be able to be like, yeah, my dreams come true. And I just want to be super clear about this aspect, obnoxiously clear about this aspect. I want this to be your happy life, like capital YOUR, your happy life, not what society or your parents or your best friend or anyone else has told you. I want you to decide. I want you to dream and believe that the happy life that you want is something that is already yours and it's guided by God. And all you need to do is embody this into your everyday life. So just like the skier, imagine every aspect of your day-to-day life and see yourself living that life and doing those things that you would do if you were leading that kind of life. And you won't have electrodes hooked up to you, but your body will start to, I'll say, react to those feelings because you're going to be imagining and you're going to have these wonderful feelings and you're going to feel amazing. And so this is what's going to be going off in your body. Now, after you spend time imagining and again, feeling it in your body, grab a journal and then write in it as if you're actually living that life right now. Okay. Now I can hear some resistance. I know what you're thinking. I know it's coming up for you. So this is what I do. And I hope this serves you. So what I do is I trust and I have faith in God. And that's what gets me through my days. So while I do have tools and processes that I use on a daily basis, and they are fun and they are magical, it is always God that I trust and that I allow to guide me. Because once we get into our ego minds, we begin thinking, I can't be, do, or have that. And if that is what you believe, then you are 100% correct. Because what you believe is what you will experience, manifest, and live. So while some things may seem unbelievable, that's when you put your trust in God and you go about living in your highest vibrations and you just enjoy your everyday life and you are enjoying it now, actually living it today because what you want is in God's hands and in His timing. And it's always for your highest and best good. So please remember, patience is definitely a virtue. And here's the thing. I believe that we are not meant to do this alone. When we surround ourselves with other like-minded, happy, positive people who are on their journey to living and creating their happy life, it's just way more fun. So let's stay connected and continue all this happy, high vibe goodness over in my private Facebook community. Come join me at Your Happy Life, Dream It, Believe It, and Create It. This is a growing community of heart-centered, conscious, faith-based, spiritual women, entrepreneurs, and moms. This truly is a fun, magical, and life-changing journey, and I am so happy you're here. Until next time, choose happiness, dream big, and believe bigger. Bye. Thanks for listening to Your Happy Life. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be honored if you'd leave a review and share this podcast with your conscious, faith-based spiritual friends. Until next time, sending you so much love and have a happy and blessed day.